In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some thrifted items that I upcycled just using Dollar Tree supplies. So if you're ready, let's jump right in. So we're going to start off with this big wood round circle. This looks like it was a tabletop because it has a screw on the back of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to upcycle it to make it a mini plant stand because I thought that would be really cute. And this is a nice solid wood tabletop. So I am going to go in with this black paint and cover the entire thing. Of course, you could have used whatever color you decided, but I'm just going to go in with black because the legs that I'm going to be using for this are already black. So I just said, why not? I want the whole thing completely black. I did go in with about 3 coats so I can cover up that wording in the center there really well. And this is just plain acrylic paint that I actually got this one from Hobby Lobby, but they do have them in Dollar Tree. And then once I get it nicely painted, I'm going to let it dry. And here are the legs that I'm going to be using. And now they are together because they were for a previous project that I ended up taking apart because I didn't like. So I'm just going to take these legs right here for this new table. And then I have this piece of, it's just like a hard cardboard paper. And I folded it in half with some hot glue so that way I can place it on top of the legs before I place the tabletop because it was a bit uneven and I don't want the tabletop to be slanted. So I just placed that there so that way it can even it out. And then I'm just going to place my legs to the bottom of the tabletop, and I'm going to place it down with E6000 because I want it to be nice and strong. And I'm also going to use hot glue so that way it can help us move along and get it dried for us so we can continue to work on it. Then I just press the legs down nice and tight and firmly, just making sure I press as tight as I can so that it can stay nice and stuck to that wood top. And then once I have those on there, I am going to go in with some nautical rope from Dollar Tree, and I am going to hot glue this around the legs, hot gluing it so that it's touching the legs and the wood top, so that way it's going to give it more stability and it's kind of pushing the two closely together even more. If that makes sense, I'm just going to keep wrapping it around until I have it completely done, and then I'll just cut off any excess that I have. And it also does cover any imperfections of, when you attach the two things together, the legs and the wood top. And I think it makes it look nice and finished as well. So that is also why I placed the rope. Once I did that, this piece was absolutely done. And you guys, I really love it. I think it looks super cute with the plant on top of it. You can add whatever plant you like. This is super nice. And I just love how small it is as well because you can place your plant on there and make that be the statement. And I love it. It's really nice and sturdy. But of course, let me know what you think because I love to hear your feedback. Next up, my friends, we have this piece here. This is like a little cabinet that you can organize stuff in. It has little drawers, the little opening cabinets, and some storage space on the top. And you guys, this is definitely not my style. I do not like the colors and the colors that are put together, but we are going to change that. I'm going to start off by giving it 1 coat of some spray paint in white, and this is just to prime it, just to get rid of those dark colors. So now that I have that and it is inside now nice and dry, I am going to just go over these lines here where there's like some embellishments. I want to go over it in gold, and I'm using this paint marker by Hippie Crafter. I am going to go over all of the lines because what I want to do is I want to then paint over those lines and then sand it down so that way it can look really like almost vintage and rustic, and so you can see that gold underneath the paint. So you'll see exactly what I am going to do with this in just a second, but for now I am going to just go over all of those lines. And I don't know about you, but I find this part really soothing, just filling in those lines and, having it pop out from that paint. I think it's very therapeutic for me. But once all of that is done, I'm going to also do the lines on the top two drawers there, and also the very top of this little cabinet because there is some lines up there as well. Once I do that, I am going to take some white paint and I'm going to paint over the entire thing, because once again, that spray paint it was just a primer to get rid of those dark colors. So I'm going to go in with this white paint and just paint it so that now it has that final coat and it's looking really good. And of course, I am going to let that dry. And then you guys, I did remove the little cabinet doors from the bottom because I want to just make sure that I get them painted nice and good, because these are going to go a different color. But right now what I'm doing is I am sanding down so I can get that gold to come back out. And you can see it's coming out a little bit there. But you guys, it wasn't coming out as much as I wanted it to, and it wasn't giving me the look that I was going for really. You can see it when I'm sanding it down, but I want it to be a little bit more bold. So I went over it once again with that paint marker, and then I just sanded it down once again without going over it with paint this time. And that made a difference because I can see the gold more, and it's giving me what I wanted. So all I did was I just retraced it with that gold marker and then just sanded it down, and you can see now it is more bold and popping out, which I love. Now these doors are gonna go black, and I know what you're thinking, that is a bold color and you are worried, but don't worry, it turns out absolutely beautiful. And I chose black because honestly, if you know me, you know I love black and I love all of the neutral colors, black, white, browns, all of those type of earthy colors I love and I tend to go for. But yeah, again, that's just me. I'm just going in with the black, but it turns out really good. I had to give the doors about 3 coats because this acrylic pink this acrylic paint is a little bit streaky. So I did go in with 3 coats of paint and just let it dry in between. So here is how it looks with the doors on. I think is looking absolutely stunning and I am loving it. Now I have to add the other little handle for the drawer because it was off, and I just put it back on with some hot glue, and that was perfectly fine. Um, and then of course I did also sand down those lines that I traced with the gold right where the drawers are so it can match the bottom cabinet doors. And I am loving it, you guys. Now I'm taking that same paint marker and I'm just tracing over the same design popped up lines that are at the top so that way it can match the rest of it, of course. And then once I get that done, what I did was I took some wallpaper from Dollar Tree and I added it to one of the sections where the top area is. I didn't want to put it on both of them just so it won't look overly busy, so I just placed it on one, and I didn't show that because it's just super simple and it's a small little strip. I simply just cut it down to the size that I needed and just added it right there. And then you guys, I did take that marker once again and I went over the trimming of the little cabinet right at the bottom here, and I just went over it with this marker because I thought it would look really pretty with a gold trim. And I was right. I absolutely love how it looks with that gold trim because it makes it stand out even more. And now again, I didn't want to trace all of the trimmings, like going all the way around, because I didn't want it to look overly busy and kind of tacky if you, well, to me, if you like trace all of the lines every single inch of this cabinet. But I just did it right there and I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. And this is the final look at it, you guys. Once again, I think it's absolutely gorgeous and I love it. I love the end result and how it looks now. Now it's my style, and I think it would look absolutely great for a little spice rack. You can see I have some there. You can add more at the top row, the other 2 top rows, and even some stuff in the cabinets and the drawers. I think it is perfect for that. So I'm not sure. I might use it for that, or I might give it to my daughter because my daughter has been saying that she wants it for her Barbies. So, we'll see. But I love it. Let me know what you think. Next up, my friends, we have here, this one is like more of a trash to treasure. I have two cans that I just got from my home and I just cleaned them out and everything. And I also have this black fabric. I got these from, I believe, Hobby Lobby. Um, I did get 2 packs of these and they come with a good amount. I'm gonna just take a strip of it though. I'm just going to measure the strip length that I need. I'm gonna place the can on top and make a little slit. And the good thing with the fabric is that you can make a little slit and then just rip it right down using your hands, and it will cut really nice and straight. It won't go, like curved or anything. You can just rip it right down as you see here. And now I have this strip. So what I'm going to do with this strip is I want to wrap it around the entire can, just covering it up completely. And I'm just going to roll the can down as I'm hot gluing it. I started with the hot glue, putting it directly on the can, but I don't know why I always forget not to do that, because literally it dries in no time. It wouldn't even give you time to put the fabric on, because I put the fabric on it and it was already dry, as you can see here. So I just had to peel the fabric right off and it came right off. And I took off that hot glue from the can, and what I did instead was place the hot glue on top of the fabric, so it gives me time to actually press it down to the can. So all I did was I just started off right there in the beginning, and then I simply kept rolling the can down the strip after I added the hot glue along the sides of my fabric. So you can just follow along here, see what I'm doing. It's completely easy, you guys, and it takes literally no time to make just cans into something beautiful and nice and useful for your home. So yeah, I ended up loving it, and I did the same exact thing for the second can over there because I wanted to make a pair so they can go together. And if you made it this far, then yay, because here is the info for the giveaway. Just plain and simple, be the 10th person to share this video. After you are done watching, just share it. The 10th person to comment done when they are done sharing is the winner, and the winner will get a $15 gift card to either Amazon or Starbucks. I will let you choose. Those are the two options, and I hope you guys enter. You guys, just something fun for all of you, and good luck. So now on this can, I want to go ahead and add this beautiful lemon ribbon. I think I got this from, I don't know. I want to say Hobby Lobby, but then again, I want to say Dollar Tree, but I don't think that's Dollar Tree's label of the ribbon. So I think it is Hobby Lobby. I'm just going to wrap it around this can, just placing it on using some hot glue. Of course, I'm just going to trim off the excess that I don't need, and then just pressing it nice and firm, wrapping it around my can. Once that is on there, I'm going to take some jute string and wrap it around the top of this can and just making a double knot. And I also added a little bow, but I added that separate from the actual string that I tied on, just placing it down with some hot glue. And I added this just to give it a nice little decorative touch. After that, I did go in with the same black fabric and I added some to the bottom of the can because I don't want the can to be showing. So I just simply pressed it. I took a piece of the fabric, laid it down, put the can on top of it, and then just cut around it so I could get the shape of it, and just simply hot glued it down. And for the final step for this little upcycle, I took a strip of fabric. I'm going to put a strip of hot glue right along the side here so I can press it inside of the can. But I'm going to leave some of that fabric hanging out of the top of the can because I want to fold it over. And this is going to cover up that edging of the can and not make it look so harsh up there, and also hide the the shininess that's inside a little bit. So that's why I have this width of the fabric, and I'm just simply going around and around the can, just fixing it inside to make sure it goes nice and and even and everything. And then I'm just going to go little by little, adding hot glue and folding that fabric right over, and this is going to make it look nice and finished, you guys, and make it look really pretty, because you don't want that harsh lining of the can up there with the whole entire thing looking pretty and and that's just being in the way. So I just did that to cover it up. And once that was there, that was it for this, you guys. And I absolutely love it. Super simple to make and so useful. You can see here I have some utensils in there from the kitchen, which I think is perfect because they have the little lemons there for your little kitchen decor. And I love it. You have a pair and you just made it from nothing, just recycled items, and I love it. You would have to let me know what you think. Don't forget to enter into the giveaway. Remember, the 10th person to share my video and comment done. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, please do give it a big thumbs up because that does help out my channel. And do consider hitting that subscribe button because I want you to be a part of my YouTube family. And I know you want to too. So come on over and I will see you all on the next one. Take care. God bless. Love you guys.